Hi, my name is Kat, and hopefully you'll forgive this hair. Every time I try and curl my hair, no matter what technique I use, it ends up looking like boho and kind of like crazy all over the place. So, I'm trying. So hopefully you can forgive the hair. But today, I thought I would do something really different for me. I've said that a few times in my videos and I'm like, this is different than what I've been doing, but this is different than what I do all the time. So I'm gonna try and do like a rockabilly makeup look, and I know my hair is not rockabilly. I might try and do something about that, but we'll see, no promises about the hair. But it's funny because I feel like I kind of did a little bit of research, and I feel like all the videos where, or not all, obviously not all, but a lot of the videos that I found, the girls who are into this kind of style of makeup do hair, like the hair is above the makeup in like importance. So I thought I would kind of turn the tables and do a makeup look. So hopefully that makes sense. That's that. I'm just gonna get started. I'm going to just kind of pin this out of the way and try and not disturb the curls too much. We'll worry about the hair later. But I feel like a lot of the basic principles of rockabilly makeup are, kind of easy to get down if you know about like modern makeup trends with really heavy eye makeup. And a really sculpted brow. So I'm using cool tones on the eye, so that's kind of an opposite of, modern trends, if we're seeing the same trends. So I'm just using this NYX palette, and I'm mixing this kind of matte grayish taupey color and then the cream, just so it's not too dark as a transition color for me. This is kind of my go-to transition color when I'm doing cool tones, just because it's what I have. Okay, and then from there, I'm going to just take a little crease brush. This one will be fine. And another NYX product. This is their Nude Matte Shadow, and underneath it all, you can really use whatever kind of darker cool brown you want. And I have a mirror in front of me tilted kind of forward, so it's like at an angle like this, but face towards me, and I'm looking down into it, and then I can kind of see the shape of my lid, like where my eyeball kind of is sitting, and I just kind of want to trace around there. And I want to try to avoid the lid as much as possible, like that. I just want to go above it. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but I don't want to go crazy either and be like coloring outside the lines. You can see I went a little bit on my lid. That's okay, I can clean it up. So I want to bring it not all the way in, part way. I take this a little higher. I feel like this is a good place to start, but I want a little more definition, so I'm gonna try and find a smaller brush. I think this one might be good because it has a little bit of an angle, so I can use the tip of it. Keep that right in the crease. You can see when my eyes are open, I can still see where that is. I'm actually going to pick up my Carli Bybel palette. I know I've been using this a lot. I'm just really trying to get a feel for it because I still am not 100% sure how I feel about it. But I'm just going to pick up the lightest color and had it on my lid. I feel like there's usually not a lot of shimmer going on in Rockabilly makeup looks. And if you wanted to, you could do white. But this is just what's in front of me, so I'm using it. And you can see that wasn't the perfect application, so I can just blend right over, but you can see there's not a harsh line where it goes from the light color to the dark color, but you can definitely tell lid crease, lid crease. If you've seen my other videos or my brow videos, I have two. If you've seen my most recent brow video, you know that I don't stick to this when I do my brows. I usually try and fill in my natural arch and make my brows go straight across. But for Rockabilly makeup or vintage makeup or pinup makeup, that's not really the look. So I'm gonna try and do a brow shape that I haven't done in ages. I think I'm gonna keep them thick, but just try and change my shape a little bit and just have that tail going down, which is very different for me. I've been growing out my actual hairs, so it's kind of hard to ignore my real brow shape. I'm gonna put some stuff through them. My Make Me Brow from Essence. And I use the light one and the brown one. And then this is the darker one. Now I'm gonna do my liner. I'm gonna try my Maybelline, what is this stuff? Eye Studio, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, it's the Maybelline Gel Liner. And I'm just gonna use this little Essence brush. Okay, liner time. Okay, so I just did my liner off camera because I'm the worst at liner ever in the history of doing liner. And now I'm just gonna grab some more of the cream color from the palette and just touch up and then highlight under my brows because it can get a little muddy with the brown in the crease. And then just one more little blend through the crease. And we're good to go. I'm not going to do anything on the lower lash line because you want your eyes to look big, and so you don't want to kind of shut them off, close them off, whatever you want to say. You don't want to close off your eyes by putting anything dark under there. And I want to put a little bit of white somewhere, so I'm going to try and find a white that's not too shimmery. I'm just going to take a little detail brush and put that on my inner corner. Here, actually, I'm just going to highlight this eye. Ow! That didn't hurt, I just hit my liner and it hurt my heart. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of white on the inner corner, center of my lid, and right up under the arch of my brow. I'm actually going to put some down here also. So you can see this eye's highlighted and this eye isn't. I'm just going to use the brush that had the color from the Carli Bybel palette. Just so I'm getting the lightness and the highlight, but without being too stark. I think I'm going to do a little bit of cheeks. I haven't contoured it all yet, so I'm going to do that now. You don't want the skin to look really warm if you're trying to do a traditional like Rockabilly Pinup blah, 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 vintage look. So I'm just going to take my contour shade from here and contour. If you followed me for a long time, you've seen pictures of me or videos of me doing it where I put my contour too low. Like you can see that this is where, like I have hollows here, but if I took the product down into there, I don't know, I feel like it looks okay, but it doesn't look good. So I've just started to bring it up a little bit more because I would pull it down here, but I just want it right up here. I want to kind of bring it up. And then I'm not going to pick up anything more on my brush, but I'm going to contour just around my hairline, just because I feel like if you just do the cheeks, it can look a little off. I'm actually going to contour my nose a little bit, I think. I'm just going to use this big fluffy eye brush, and I'm going to pick up some of the same powder, just get rid of some of it, and then just do a little, just kind of pinch the end. Like you can see that this is pretty thin already, so like I don't really feel the need to change anything up here, but down here, yes. I feel like a lot of times when people contour their nose, they put it like out here where it'll just make your nose look wider. So if you want to make your nose look smaller, actually bring the contour in and don't just leave it. People even like to do the tip a little bit. I just did it really, really subtly, subtle. And now I'm actually going to highlight my nose with the same white shadow, but I'm going to be really light-handed. I actually think I'm going to mix the white and the lid color I used from this guy here. So I'm highlighting, but it's not really, really intense. Nice, successful nose contour. So I actually have a few little like spots, and I don't mean acne, I mean like little like beauty mark freckles, whatever you want to call them. And I like to take a Q-tip and wipe off my makeup there, which, you know, this is really subtle. I have one on my nose too, so I don't know if you'll be able to see the difference. So I think I actually might even add in one more, just because I think they're cute. I'm just gonna use my brow brush. Where should I put it? Here or here? I think I'm just gonna put it here. So it looks not great. I'm just gonna take a teeny tiny brush. You can barely even see it, that's how tiny it is. And I don't want to make it black, but I'm just gonna pick up some brow wax from this palette. And there it is. I'm actually going to there it is. It's cute, huh? I think so. I could have done like a Marilyn, but I have a mustache and I don't want to draw attention to it. This is so weird seeing that because I'm so used to this one. But it's fine. What now? Okay. Lashes I might do off camera.
Should I use these wild ones? Or would that be too much?
Okay, so I did my lashes off camera and I wiped my chapstick off and now I'm going to do lips. And I have a red lip liner here. It's just a nice true red. I think this is what I'll use. I'm gonna use a little bit of a darker lip liner. Hello. I'm going to use the NYC Expert Last Lip Color in the shade Red Suede. And I know normally if I was doing this look, I would have used a matte liquid lipstick, but for this, I'm going to do a gloss. I have this one from Victoria's Secret, and it says Brilliance Parfumé. I'm just using it because it's kind of red. If I named this gloss, I would have probably called it like Candy Apple. Okay, so blush. I haven't even put on blush. I'm just gonna use this brush. I don't think the blush is really gonna do anything major for the look, so I'm just gonna kind of go in the middle of the pan. Okay, so I believe this is the finished look, completely, ow, 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 completely done. So I guess that's it. Let's see what the hair is doing. Alright, so for now, this is what I'm working with. I hope you enjoyed the video. I feel like the look turned out exactly how it should have, so thank you so much for watching. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye. So off camera, I just did a little bumper bang, and as long as no one sees the back of my head or the top of my head, it's fine.